The Office of Dual Enrollment and K-12 Partnerships at Oakland Community College in Auburn Hills, Michigan, welcomes you to our session, Bridges to Success, Exploring College Readiness Through Dual Enrollment. We are a small but mighty team serving the 28 school districts in Oakland County and more in the Metro Detroit area. We're very excited to be here and to share such valuable information with you. Hello, my name is Devon Hall, and I am the Dual Enrollment Navigator for Oakland Community College. I have an extensive background in post-secondary access work, focusing in on academic advising, admissions counseling, and youth development. My role at OCC consists of assisting families, high school counselors, and college administrators with externally navigating and internally streamlining the process of admissions and course registration for dual enrolled students.
Hi, my name is Colleen Jones, and I am the K-12 Partnerships and Programs Coordinator at Oakland Community College. With 15 years of experience in youth programming design, management, and implementation, I'm passionate about creating impactful programs that truly resonate with young people. One quote that guides my work is from Oprah Winfrey: "Education is the way to move mountains, to build bridges, to change the world." This belief drives everything I do, ensuring that each program is designed with the power of education at its core.
So let's jump right into it. The Bridges to Success College Readiness Program serves as the perfect case study on how to offer dual enrollment cohort opportunities for underserved school districts in two ways. One, the intentionality behind the process, and two, the structure of the program. Bridges to Success aim to provide a summer enrichment opportunity for rising 10th and 11th graders. Throughout this case study, we'll look at how we discovered the perfect districts to partner with, the depths and needs of the recruitment process, the best practices for accessibility and equity-minded design, and lastly, how to structure your very own Bridges to Success style program and also ensure 100% student success and participation. Navigating access to the opportunity with ease. This portion of our session will discuss the ins and outs of the process from initial conversation with partners to the recruitment of students and families. We aim to give a comprehensive look at how we navigated the enrollment process for this cohort of students. First, we're going to talk about the process of creating the program and the logistics of recruitment and retainment. Making connections with your potential partners is always going to be the first step, and there are two ways to identify who would make the best partner for you to extend this opportunity to. From the superintendent to the counseling staff, total district voice and buy-in are pivotal to a budding partnership of this nature. You may find that superintendents don't want to step on the toes of their staff, and the counselors don't feel comfortable making decisions of that regard. Each party wants to have each other at the table, and that is so valuable. You can really help to secure the total district voice and buy-in with a focus group approach and learning the needs of the students that you are first looking to serve. Once we confirmed participation details with the interested districts, student recruitment efforts began with us first providing the counselors insight into the type of student we were looking for. We encourage the counseling staff to use their autonomy, they know their students best, but also keep in mind that the coursework involved with this program would be ideal for any student who is genuinely interested in post-secondary education at any level. We also encourage counselors to think outside of the box and consider students who maybe are unsure or maybe don't have as much direction and would benefit from the guidance that would be offered. We offer 2 college transition type courses for a total of 3 credits to be earned. Once those students were identified as being interested, we hosted a series of lunch and learn meetups for those students to learn more about the program and all of its perks. A pizza party at their school allowed us to address them in an environment that was comfortable so they could learn the most about the opportunity directly from OCC staff. We really value relationships, and so meeting the students directly and being able to answer their questions as well as hear their concerns allowed us to make any accessibility changes to our plans in real time. Students were walked through the dual enrollment registration process thoroughly and given a timeline of when materials needed to be submitted. We then scheduled a series of help days with the high school counselors where we would come back and also be joined by the admissions staff to assist students with their necessary pre-registration steps, which include a student orientation component as well as an English self-placement. The hands-on approach to the registration process reminded us that the age and the emotional maturity of the students that we're serving is important to remember. We found it necessary to be present in the high school to do several days of general recruitment and even several days of offering assistance. It was the best plan of action to ensure we got all steps completed in a timely manner and that we kept student engagement high. The last step student needed to take was attending a parent-student orientation. This parent orientation served to further solidify the connection and flow of communication between parents, students, and Oakland Community College directly. Our overarching goal was definitely to get students to participate in this program, but the methodology behind the recruitment process is rooted in the building of potential pipelines that further enforce the K-14 model that Oakland Community College has become so dedicated to. In our eyes, if a student felt more confident in the likelihood of their post-secondary journey after participating in something like Bridges to Success, they could ultimately find value in participating in more dual enrollment opportunities throughout their normal school year and hopefully see the overall promise that higher education offers as a whole.
Thank you, Devon, for guiding us through the process, an essential part of being a great partner to our districts and the students they serve. Now, I'm excited to dive into program design and explore how we can achieve student success through tailored supports. A critical element in program design is understanding your learner population. To do this, we must create space to gather valuable insights. Designing a learner-focused educational program requires us to practice intentional empathy, allowing us to prioritize learner needs, or what I'll refer to as opportunities for enrichment, and to develop comprehensive and necessary supports for our learners. But how do we get to know our learners better? By engaging with those who are on the ground and have direct experience with our learners, we can gather deeper insights into the unique nuances of our learner population. Additionally, understanding basic demographics is essential in ensuring that we are addressing and prioritizing systematic day-to-day opportunities for enrichment. For example, let's consider this hypothetical learner profile for a student named Gabriel Garcia. What do we know about Gabriel? He's a 15-year-old 10th grade student living in Detroit, Michigan, about 20 miles from the institution. He comes from a low to medium income family and is an advanced English as an additional language learner, currently reading at an 8th grade level. Gabriel has the potential to be a first-generation college graduate. He prefers self-paced learning and enjoys working independently, but also values accessible academic support. However, he does not own his own laptop and lacks a stable internet connection at home. Now, let's take a moment to pause and practice program design by creating supports tailored for Gabriel's opportunities of enrichment. In program design, it is essential to focus on opportunities and create a blueprint for increasing student success. As mentioned earlier, it's crucial to use learners' opportunities for enrichment as the foundation for thoughtful program design. From there, we can determine the necessary supports based on the opportunities available. Remember to embrace possibilities with a yes-first mindset. It's easy to fall into a scarcity mindset, assuming that certain supports aren't feasible, even if they would be beneficial. Instead, think big first. It's easier to scale down than to build up later. And as we'll learn, providing ample support for our students becomes more achievable when you have partners and resources of your own. So let's start with a yes first, okay? So let's get back to Gabriel. Now determining the opportunities before us based on what we've learned. Based on what we've learned, we have gathered that Gabriel meets the program's age requirement, may require transportation assistance to and from the institution throughout the program, may be used to receiving meals at school, and may need financial assistance for purchasing class materials. He also may need writing support if necessary and may require assistance with comprehending college-level text. Gabriel may also need guidance in navigating higher education opportunities and understanding the overall process, may prefer in-person classes to have the professor readily available before or after instruction, and may require greater access to technology to complete assignments effectively. Now that we have gathered insights about our learner and identified opportunities for enrichment, it's time to think yes first and brainstorm potential supports for our educational program design. Based on what we've learned about Gabriel, here are some ways that we could support him and similar students. Provide transportation assistance such as busing, Uber/Lyft gift cards, or gas cards. Include daily meals based on the program's duration. Offer access to free college materials upon request. Ensure all students have access to the college tutoring resources and educational support services. Include opportunities for additional learning outside of the classroom to teach college basics and explore college and career options. Designate spaces on campus for students to learn and engage, and provide access to loaner laptops and offer Wi-Fi hotspots to ensure students can complete their work. Let's revisit the Bridges to Success program at Oakland Community College to understand how we designed a learner-focused educational program. To support student success, we implemented several key strategies. We partnered with Madison Heights and Hazel Park districts to provide daily bus transportation. To address socioeconomic needs, we offered breakfast and lunch daily and covered the cost of college materials for all students. For reading support, we ensured access to the college's tutoring resources and educational support services. We also included a resource hour dedicated to teaching college basics, exploring career options, and encouraging self-improvement. To cater to different learning styles, we utilized space at OCC's Auburn Hills campus for interactive learning experiences. Additionally, we provided library access and a Chromebook as a perk for those who successfully completed the program.
There are two ways that we can think about creating our own version of Bridges to Success. And when you're thinking about the recruitment process, you can either work off pre-established relationships or inspired relationships. So if we're going the pre-established route, this is going to be focused and based in relationship strengthening. And so the question to ask yourself is, who can we be a better partner to? If you're going the inspired route, we're going to be focusing on relationship building. And so the question to ask oneself would be, who do we know wants to be or wants to work in partnership with us, but has been previously been unable for whatever reasons? From there, you'll identify your barriers to academic support. Like, what is the need of the student population we're looking to serve? Barriers to recruitment. How can we reach these students? And also barriers to programmatic support. Who or what offices at our institution should be involved in this program? Who could offer some very enriching things to these students besides our K-12 or dual enrollment or admission spaces? And then also land with solution-minded planning. So what are your common goals between yourself as an institution and the district, or if you are the district, between yourself and the institutions that you're looking to work with? And how can you meet your partners where they are? Whether you are the institution or if you are the high school district, how can you meet in the middle and come to a common ground?
It's time to design your very own bridges. Remember, when designing a program for a broader population, it won't be as specific as the hypothetical learner, Gabriel, that we focused on. Instead, you'll be designing for your general or targeted learner population. Consider some unique enrichment opportunities for your learner population. What steps can you take to enhance and simplify their experience while designing solutions that ensure their success, both in the process and throughout the program? And always keep in mind, yes first. As previously mentioned, providing ample support for our students becomes more achievable when you have partners and resources at your disposal as an institution. I'd like to take a moment to highlight Oakland Community College's working and winning partnership with the Ballmer Group, Wilson Foundation, and the Detroit Regional Chamber. Following the pandemic, the Ballmer Group and Wilson Foundation, with the Detroit Regional Chamber as hosts and co-navigators, have provided invaluable resources including funding, vision, and guidance through their Detroit Drives Degrees Community College Collaborative. Their support has been instrumental in bringing programs like Bridges to Success to life, making them essential partners for Oakland Community College's Office of Dual Enrollment and K-12 Partnerships and more. A big thank you to the Ballmer Group, Wilson Foundation, and Detroit Regional Chamber for their incredible support and commitment to our young people in Oakland County and beyond.
So here's a few key takeaways. Remember, always strive for fluid communication between the institution, school districts, and the participating families. There are tons of ways for messages, policies, and proper protocols to be confused when there's so many players that are involved. Clear communication via emails, text messages, and even Zoom calls allow for us to make sure the student, their family, our program staff, as well as other offices that were participating and helping us on campus are connected and also able to stay on the same page at the same time. Please also remember that this impact is based in relational work at the core rather than transactional. While our students do receive a lot of perks, our goal is truly to build pipelines rather than one-off standalone experiences. So practitioners should also understand that interpersonal relationship building and brand awareness with the actual student is just as important as the relationship created with the school district, meaning those superintendents, principals, and the counseling staff. You should also remember to take a boots on the ground position to student recruitment and retainment. This is very hands-on work. The term, if you build it, they will come, really does not apply. We encourage practitioners to start early and with captive audiences and really be present in the spaces that you hope to be impactful in as often as possible. Student engagement throughout the recruitment process is truly necessary for retaining student interest and the commitment. We want you to think outside of the box, especially when it comes to accessibility barriers. These barriers can be broken and improved in so many different ways. And so one example would be a barrier to parent engagement and participation. We had an original requirement to have students and their families meet with us in person for a parent orientation. But upon further consideration, given the distance from the communities that we were serving to the campus and where the program was hosted, we opted for a virtual orientation, which allowed parents much more flexibility and also ensured that they would be able to attend to receive the important information that we wanted to give them about their minor students. We also encourage you to be creative in your approach to meeting with your potential partners and meeting them where they are. The needs of each school district are different, and some schools may require several info sessions, several classroom talks, or even a lunch table advertising visit to get students that are interested in investing in themselves. So don't be afraid to think outside of the box of what you think would normally or should normally work.
Remember, it is crucial to create space to gather valuable insights in order to develop educational programs that are empathetic, learner-focused, and prioritize opportunities for enrichment by clearly outlining your learner population. We aim to create blueprints for increased student success by using the learner as a foundation for thoughtful program design and determining the necessary support based on the available opportunities. And always remember, yes first. Always keep in mind when designing your process and program that education is empowered through collective support and strategic planning. It truly takes a village.